Hey everyone, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel if this is not your first time. I got a new game. Dungeon Crawl Classics is actually still in the plastic. I have never read anything to do with Dungeon Crawl Classics, really. I've never watched any of the videos about how to actually build a character. I've seen a lot of stuff that says it's so easy to build a character. And so what I'm going to do is, I downloaded the character sheet from Goodman Games. I'll put the link to the page with all of the downloadable character sheets. And I'm just going to see how easy it is to actually make a character. So let's just talk about how absolutely massive this book is. Like, this is a ponderous tome, as they say. So, oh, look at this. I want to show you. There's a coupon here. It says, visit this product's page on DriveThruRPG and use the coupon code below to receive a free PDF of this rulebook. That is really cool. I'll definitely be checking that out. I want to be careful not to show the coupon code because, I might not do it right after I'm done with this book. Right after I'm done making the character. So, oh, that's cool. Pictures of various RPG history. All right, so let's see. Abandon all presumptions. You who enter here, turn the page of this tome. Only should you meet these qualifications. Oh, that's awesome. It's got this this pledge that you have to swear to before you're allowed to read. Played before. Okay. Core mechanic is okay. I know I haven't purchased all of the dice necessary. I do have some D6s, which should be character creation funnel. Okay, 0 level play, ability scores. Okay, we're going to generate 4 because it says as many as 4, so we're going to do the whole sheet, all 4. Character creation in DCC RPG follows these steps. Ability scores, see page 18. Okay, determine 0 level occupation, see level 20 or see page 21. Choose an alignment, page 24. So what I'm going to do, we're just going to mark this page, and then we're going to skip to page 18. All right. Rolling ability scores. The eagle-eyed among you will recognize these dice as the ones that I use to generate my ability scores. All right, so we're going to have these up here. We're going to have our sheet here. We're going to roll our 3d6 in order ability scores. And I'm going to put the ability score here because I believe the modifier is going to go right there. So we have 8, 9. Okay. I kind of dropped that one. I didn't really roll it. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's a 12. I almost feel a little bad, but we're going to keep going. Okay, 17. Dang. Super staminous. Okay, 8. All right. And that's 8 again. And now our luck. I'm going to go ahead and keep them, even though they rolled out of the thing. So that's, what is that? 13. There we go. I'm a math teacher. It's a little embarrassing that I can't do basic arithmetic in my head. I'm going to roll all of the ability scores. I'm just going to roll all of my ability scores at the same time. I'm just going to get them all done. Okay, so that's 14. Okay. 9. Okay. And that is 11. And that is 9. Okay. I will re-roll it if it rolls off the table. And that is 7. All right. 9. Okay. Our next characters. That is 5, 7. And that is 11. 9. 8, 10. Okay. That's 12. And that is 11. Okay. last set of ability scores. That is 12 and 10. All right. And 8. Stamina has a huge thing to play in how survivable you are. Let's see. 8 plus 4 is 12. I have a feeling a lot of these characters are not long for this world, which is, as I know, the point of the character funnel, where you roll 4 characters. Let's see, that's 9. You roll up 4 characters, and then you see how you play through a level 0 adventure, which I suppose I should say, these are all level 0 characters, right? I'm rolling up my 4 level 0s. Okay, our ability scores have been rolled. Step 2, determine 0 level occupation. See page 21. I'm going to fill in the modifiers for the ability scores really quickly. Okay, so let's see. 9 is nothing. So I'm going to put a 0 for all of my 9s. The 12, that is nothing. Okay, a 12 is nothing. Next score is 17. That's plus 2. Now we have an 8. An 8 is minus 1. Let's see, the next thing is a 13. A 13 is plus 1. Okay. That one's done. Up here we have a 14. A 14 is plus 1. All right, an 11 is no bonus. A 7 is minus 1. And then what is 10? A 10 is no bonus. So there's a whole section here on luck. So after rolling 3d6 to determine the player's luck score, roll on table 1-2. To determine which roll is affected by the character's luck modifier. This lucky roll is modified by the character's starting level 0 luck modifier for good or bad, in addition to all other normal modifiers. In some cases, the lucky roll is completely useless because the character chooses a class where it's not applicable. Okay, so I need a D30 roll. I'm going to use random.org. I'll put a link to that in the description of the video. You can generate integers between any 2 numbers. Okay, and generate. I got a 27 corruption rolls. And it says unholy house. Corruption rolls. So I think I would add plus 1 to my corruption rolls. Okay. Ooh, this one I rolled a 1. So this is attack rolls. Okay. Here we got a 23. That is armor class. And 17 here is saving throws. And then there's stuff about how you can use luck. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, so the luck modifier apparently does not change. Interesting, that's cool. Okay, now we need an occupation. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just do the thing. It's got 0 level right up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the stuff there. So all characters start at 0 level. Most will die in a dungeon. Okay, yep, we know that. Start with the following: 1d4 hit points, modified by stamina. I could pull out my d4s. I'm just gonna use random.org. Okay, so our first character had 4 plus their stamina, so that is so that's plus 2, so that's 6 HP. Our next character also got a 4. Okay, so that's 4 HP. And our next character got a 1. That is 1 HP. Our next character, 2. So that is 1 HP. All right. Now, 5d12 copper pieces. 5d12. Okay, 5d12. See, I have my giant bag of dice here. So it's ridiculous not to use them for things like this. So, 5d12. And that is 5d12 copper pieces. So this is 10 plus 15, so 25 plus 7 is 32. So I have 32 copper pieces. I'm just going to put 32 copper. Okay. Our next roll. Oh. We have 9 and 9, so 18. 7 and 7 is 14, so that is 20 plus 12, so that's 32 plus another 12 is 44. Okay. I am enjoying this oracular process of discovering my character as I'm rolling the dice. So we have 22, 32, 36, 39. Okay. You know, I'm not coming in and saying, okay, this is the character I want to play, and potentially getting disappointed that the rules don't support it. I am just, you know what, I'm just going to shake. That one was cocked. I was trying to get it to shake down to a 5. You guys saw it was a 5. 2, 4, 6, plus 4 is 10. 15 copper pieces. I can't wait for this guy to die so that my other characters can loot his body, because he's almost useless. 0 experience points. Okay, yep, we're level 0. We have 0 XP, obviously. Okay. 1 randomly determined piece of equipment, C table. 1 randomly determined occupation. Okay, so we're going to go through that. Let's do occupation. Let's see, how many... It's a D percentile system for the occupation. Okay, it's a D100 roll. So let's roll our occupation for our first character. We have 40. Our occupation is farmer asterisk. Oh, roll a D8 to determine farmer type. That is cool. Okay, I am a radish farmer. Okay. That's cool. Move my D8. I don't need it. So what is that? 96. 96. I am a weaver. Okay, you know what? I just realized there's also there's a list of stuff you have to get as part of your occupation. So this guy has a pitchfork and a hen. Oh wow! If I get another farmer, then I get a different animal. Okay, and then the weaver, what does he get? The weaver gets a dagger and a fine suit of clothes. So I can see needing a significantly bigger character sheet for all of the equipment you might get. Okay, 48. 48 is a fortune teller. Okay. And we have a dagger and a tarot deck. All right, our last occupation. Let's hope for a good one. 45. Okay, 45 is another farmer. So we need our D8 to determine the type of farmer that we are. 3, so that is a turnip farmer. Okay, what do we get as a farmer? We have a pitchfork. And I guess, so it says as spear. So I assume that means we're going to use spear statistics in battle. And then I have to roll a different, I have to roll a D6 for the type of farm animal that this farmer has. That is a goose. I don't know if I should put it in equipment or not, but there we go. So, I mean, honestly, thinking about it, we got 2 nice dinners that we could have right away. Or we got, you know, a lot of... Got a break. Maybe it's a egg-laying goose. Maybe it's an egg-laying hen. All right, so we have our occupation. Okay, so our occupation is done. We need 1 randomly determined piece of equipment. 3, 4. We need to roll 1 D24. I do not have a D24, so I will just use random.org. Okay. Generate 1. This guy has a backpack. Maybe his hen is inside the backpack. 10. This guy has a small hammer. 22. Thieves' tools. 18. It says rations per day. Yeah, I would say, okay, I guess one day's worth of rations. We have our, we need to purchase equipment and choose an alignment. So page 24, choosing an alignment. Lawful, chaotic, neutral. Okay, so those are the 3 choices. Okay, so you know what? That's really cool because it's the battle of law versus chaos. All right, you know what? I think the guy with the thieves' tools, he is going to be chaotic. Okay, I think that just sounds good. I think our 2 farmers are going to be lawful, and then our weaver is going to be neutral. Okay, I know I've stacked the odds against myself of playing a non-lawful character. I'm okay with that. You know, my first ever character was a 5th edition character, lawful good paladin. So I'm okay with having a lawful character if it ends up like that. Okay, I've chosen my alignment. And I think, yeah, when I gain level 1, that is when that comes into play. Okay, purchase. So it's like there's 2 different lists of what to do at level 0. So that is something that because there's the list that says, you know, character creation in DCC RPG follows these steps. Roll ability scores, determine 0 level occupation, choose an alignment, purchase equipment, attempt to survive your first dungeon. Based on the class chosen, you may know some spells. And then on page 21, where we're talking about occupation, it says 0 level. All characters start at 0 level. Most will die in a dungeon alone and unknown. Here's something. All characters know the common tongue. For each point of intelligence modifier, a character knows 1 additional intelligence is... I don't have to worry about that. None of my characters know anything. Next is sessions based on the occupation. 1 training it and its use. Okay, so if you have a weapon, okay, so I'm trained in how to use a spear from my pitchfork. I'm trained in how to use a dagger from my dagger. Okay, possession of some trade goods. XP advances when HP reaches level 10. Okay, so 10 XP is when I choose my class. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so now I believe I need to figure out the statistics for my attacks. Okay, and I have a 0 modifier to attack rolls and all saving throws. Note that 0 level characters use a crit die of 1d4 on crit table 1. Okay, so we have a 0 level character has a 0 on all saving throws. I am assuming when we choose our class, when we've gained 10 experience points, yeah, that is when those things will change. Combat is a +0 modifier. So, weapons. The dagger. Ooh, there's a slash here. Where does the slash come into play? These weapons are particularly effective when used with the element of surprise. A thief who succeeds in a backstab attempt with one of these weapons uses the second damage value listed. Okay, so my guys are doing a d4 with their daggers. Let's see, my dagger. It's 1d4, 1d4. And then my pitchforks, my spears do 1d8. 1d8. Okay, and now armor class. Armor. Unarmored, AC bonus +0. Okay. At some point, I'll read through the combat rules and see what all of these mean. But for now, the combat is literally the next chapter. I believe at this point I can also buy gear. Okay, cost in gold pieces. But I have copper pieces, don't I? Yeah, all I have is copper. So, okay, there's There's literally no armor that I am capable of buying. I'm allowed to go unarmored because, you know, I have nothing. Let's see. So it is 10 copper pieces is 1 silver, 100 copper pieces is 1 gold pieces. So yeah, I can't even afford a dart. Yeah, my guys are super poor. They can't afford anything. They can afford food. All right. We got a 10-foot pole. You know, I'm going to take some wisdom and assume that we are going to need a 10-foot pole, some torches, a water skin. Oh, I can't afford a water skin. Right? I mean, so the thing is that there's not a lot of stuff that can actually be afforded. Can he even afford food? Yeah, he can afford some food. Okay, so we're going to go with 10 torches. That brings us to 22 copper pieces. And then we are going to get 2 days worth of rations. That brings us to 12 copper pieces. And then, I can't even afford a 10-foot pole at this point. Well, I guess he's not going to buy a 10-foot pole. He's going to buy nothing. We're gonna, you know what? We're just going to keep the 12 copper pieces. He's got torches and rations. This guy, a lot of copper pieces. We are going to buy the 10-foot pole. Okay, so that brings us to 29 copper pieces, and we are going to go with let's go 2 days rations, right? Like, so that brings us to 19 copper pieces. Okay. And then, you know what? Someone better have a water skin. So this gets us to 14. Okay. Let's see. What else do we want? We're gonna hold. All right. We'll just keep that stuff. This guy. Okay. This guy I think is going to be somewhat dastardly. You know, he's got the thieves' tools. So let's give him 4 pieces of chalk. 39. So that gives us to 35. We'll go with 2 days of rations. So that gets us to 25. Okay. Do we need more than one 10-foot pole? No, but you know what? Let's get 10 feet of rope. 50 feet of rope. And this guy has 0 copper pieces left. Right? We bought all of our stuff that we could possibly need. All right. This guy has 15 copper pieces. He is going to buy another day of rations. And he's going to have 10 copper pieces left. All right. Now, I feel like it might be cheating a little bit to do what I did, where I kind of spread out we're going to need some torches, we're going to need a 10-foot pole, we're going to need some rope. But I feel like it has to be okay. Like, you know what? I think we're going to survive, right? Like, I as a person will survive. None of these characters may make it out. That's okay. And that is it. Yeah. I could easily walk people through making characters at this point, and we could be playing. Like, I would want to spend a little bit of time reading through the combat rules, which I will do, and I'll make another video that talks about that. But for the most part, like, this was pretty straightforward. You know, look at this art. This is, and like the longer you look at it, like the more stuff there is. Like all over, you know, and they've got art like this, several black pages throughout. All in all, I think this is a pretty good character creation system. It's very straightforward. I know the abilities of all of these characters. They're you know, there's level 0, so there are pretty much no abilities at all. But I think that's okay. You know, I think this is a very interesting system, and I'm going to go through, I'm going to read more of this, and I will probably make more videos about it. But yeah, I think this is really cool. Glory and Gold, won by Sorcery and Sword. I also have, spoilers for another video later, I have this one, Mutant Crawl Classics. I assume, and I have not opened this book, okay, that's not true. I looked at that, right? Like, that is so cool. I'm gonna have to cut that part out of the video where I accidentally showed you the code to get the free book. Maybe I should just go to DriveThruRPG and do that right now to account for that. But, you know, this is really cool, and I think, like, I assume it's going to be the same type of character creation, right? Like, you know what? Let's even just look to see, does it talk about starting at level 0 here? Is that, character creation, ability scores. So yeah, I think, yeah, you can start at 0 level, I believe, because it looks like, yeah, all characters start at 0. Yeah, so it's probably very similar, very much the same type of system. And, you know, if people want to see that, I will go through and make some Mutant Crawl Classics characters. But, yeah, I think this is really cool. I honestly would be... Oh, I have not picked names. You know what? We're going to go with Dawn. And this one will be Tina. And we'll go with Charlie. And Cynthia. Right? Some fun sounding names. I have not played this game, but I would be excited to play this. And, you know, probably what's going to happen is I'm going to have to learn the system and I'm going to have to run the game. But hopefully, because of how straightforward it seems, someone else would also be willing to run, and then I could play. And that's, you know, sort of the issue that I've had with 5th edition. My biggest gripe is that no one is willing to be the DM so that I get to play. You know, very few people. And so you know, if it's easier to run this system, I'm all board. This one might become one of my family's go-to games. So if you liked this, go ahead and like this video, share with a friend. Leave a comment down below talking about your experience with DCC or your experience watching this video and how this is different from what you thought the character creation process was going to be. I thought it was honestly going to be more complicated. The only thing that complicated it in the process of making this video was that I was not able to read everything because I was cognizant of the fact I am making a video. I can't go on for an hour, although I've almost gone on for an hour. But that is, you know, that's the thing that, you know, you have to be cognizant of is the character creation process. If you read everything, goes really quickly. So yeah, I would 100% recommend DCC. Having never run it at all, just based on character creation, I would recommend this system. And, you know, maybe after I read the book, maybe after I run my first game, I will change my tune. But as it is right now, I thought the character creation system was super straightforward. And yeah, I honestly had a lot of fun because I like rolling dice. So it was fun to go through this oracular process of discovering the characters. And I thought, you know, it's very interesting. The fortune teller has thieves' tools. Maybe they're a scoundrel, right? Maybe they are someone that, like they, maybe they're like, you know, they're someone that has been using their reputation as a fortune teller to, you know, rip people off. Now, I'm not going to invest too much time in that because they have 1 hit point, right? They're probably going to die to like 1d4 walking damage, right? Like, you know, it's so, you know, anyway, this video has gone on long enough. I really enjoyed this process. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. If you've watched this long, I thank you, and I will see you all in the next video. And don't forget to go check out the roll of a D20. I've been rolling a D20 every day in February so far, and I'm going to continue doing that through the end of February at the very least. So have a good one, and make good choices, and go play more role-playing games. I will see you all in the next video.